Nobody is coming to save you, not your family, not your friends, not the right opportunity, the right mentor, the right moment, or the right version of yourself that you keep promising is just around the corner. Nobody is coming. And the sooner you stop waiting for rescue, the sooner your actual life begins. Here is what waiting looks like in real life. It looks like staying in a job you hate because leaving feels too risky. It looks like a relationship you stopped believing in 3 years ago but cannot bring yourself to end. It looks like a dream sitting in a notebook that has not been opened since last January. It does not look like weakness. It looks like patience. It looks like being careful. It looks like you are waiting for the right time, but there is no right time coming. There is only time passing while you wait for conditions that will never be perfect enough to begin. The philosopher William James said, "The greatest revolution of our generation is the discovery that human beings, by changing the inner attitudes of their minds, can change the outer aspects of their lives." He was not talking about positive thinking. He was talking about the moment a person stops looking outward for change and starts looking inward. That shift from waiting to deciding is the only revolution that has ever actually worked. Stay with me here, because this is where most people get it wrong. Accepting that nobody is coming to save you is not a pessimistic idea. It is not a cold or lonely one. It is the most empowering truth you will ever sit with, if you let yourself actually sit with it instead of flinching away. Because what it really means is this: everything you have been waiting for permission to do, you already have permission. You were always the one who had to give it. In 1519, the Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés landed on the shores of Mexico with 600 men, 11 ships, and an almost impossible mission. When his soldiers saw what they were up against, a continent, an empire, an army that dwarfed their own, fear moved through the ranks like a disease. Men began whispering about retreating, about sailing back, about waiting for reinforcements that might never come. Cortés did something that has been talked about for 500 years. He burned the ships, not as a punishment, not as madness, as a message. There is no going back. There is no rescue coming from the sea. There is only forward. Those 600 men with no exit, no backup, no safety net, went on to achieve what every military expert of the time said was impossible. Now, you do not need to burn anything, but you need to understand what Cortés understood: that his frightened soldiers did not rescue is not coming, and that is not a crisis, that is a liberation. Here is the practical truth that nobody says clearly enough. Waiting for someone to save you is not neutral. It is not simply a passive state of being. Every day you spend waiting is a day you spend transferring the authorship of your life to circumstances, to other people, to luck. And the longer you do it, the harder it becomes to stop, because waiting becomes a habit, and habits become identity. And one day you look up and realize you have spent years being extraordinarily good at being almost ready. Jim Rohn said it simply: you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Most people hear that as advice about who to befriend. But read it again. It is also a warning. If the people around you are waiting, comfortable, stagnant, endlessly preparing, their waiting is becoming yours too, slowly, quietly, without announcement. The people in your life are either pulling you forward, or they are the ships you need to burn. So what does accepting this actually look like in practice? It does not look like isolating yourself. It does not look like refusing help or pretending you need nothing from anyone. Accepting help when it is offered is wisdom. Waiting for it as a condition of starting, that is the trap. It looks like this. You take the one thing you have been waiting on someone else to give you: the courage, the validation, the green light, the right circumstances, and you decide today that you are the source of that thing, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, today. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth and still wrote to himself every morning. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. The most powerful man alive, reminding himself daily that he was the source, not Rome, not his advisors, not his legacy. Him. If he needed that reminder, so do you, so does everyone. This is Stoic Clarity. And if this is the first video of ours you have watched, the reason this channel exists is simple: to give you the kind of truth that is uncomfortable enough to actually change something. Not comfort, not motivation that fades by Tuesday. Truth. Nobody is coming to save you is not a harsh sentence. It is the kindest thing anyone can say to a person who is capable of more than they are currently doing. Subscribe if you are ready to stop waiting.